How long gone? It's a gray Thursday here in Manhattan. Them jeans. How's it going on your side, bro?
Super sunny. But I do leave tomorrow to visit 3 gray cities. So I got a week and a half or so of sun-free living.
Do you have to fish a light jacket out of the garage? How dire is it?
No, it's not dire at all. No dire. It's more of just a bummer how, it's 76 and sunny here. And then, going to go to Paris and London and New York for a little bit of rain, cold, and then rain again.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. I mean, it's going to be fine.
It's fine, though.
It's not
fine.
that
I'm going to be spending my whole time in a hotel, so it doesn't matter.
That's exactly what I want to do. So I totally understand where you're coming from.
You never get sick of being in the hotel, do you?
I mean, I like to go to restaurants and maybe check out a museum, a gallery, or a store and catch up with some friends over a, coffee or whatever. But I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, not every, I went to Minneapolis for the night yesterday. It was the only night I could see the Waxahachie MJ Linderman tour. So I just went and I stayed at the hotel that was closest to the theater. And I didn't want to be there. You know what I mean? I didn't, that hotel, it was meant for just sleeping. Let's say there's no hanging out. There's no spa.
But nowadays that's a rarity for you, right?
I mean, yeah.
Where you're slumming it.
Yeah,
I don't slum it, and I know that you're a little more.
See, I actually, if I'm alone,
are you more of a slumlord or less of a slumlord, Chris?
I'm more of a slum. If I'm alone, I don't really care.
Oh, that's right. You do kind of slum, don't you, little ratty ass, musty ass.
If Alex is with me, it's different because we gotta have a nice robe. We gotta pamper. Gotta have a tub. But if I'm going to see my friends band, if I'm going to Minneapolis tonight to see some friends and watch them play, I'm going to be in the hotel room so what am I going to do? Why am I going to pay Four Seasons prices when I don't need it? It just doesn't. It's actually impractical.
I get it. Why stick a hand up a cow's ass when you can get the steak for free, right, Chris? But
that's what I always say. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of it's from Tommy Boy. I didn't get it just right. The tub is the tub, because right now in my relationship, the tub is a nice perk, but it's not a must-have. At some point, I think it will hit that. Are you at must-have a tub? Like, is dinner ruined if the hotel doesn't have a tub?
No. It's not. Okay. It's not that bad. But there's a thing on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City where a character named Meredith, her husband, makes sure that she always has a bathtub in the hotel rooms, and several women know this reference. So it's like a funny, but I mean, I like about.
So this fucking cuck ruined it for all of us, huh?
Yes, he did. Exactly. Exactly what fucking happened. But I find it to be, I don't use bathtubs very often, but I like to have them because it means the bathroom has to be bigger. It's just strictly, I just like it because I'm a size queen. You know what I mean? I want the bathroom to be larger.
Well, it's probably going to be bigger. So there's that. I use it as the my spent towel catch-all.
Well, of course.
Well, that's the best. That's the best use for it because a lot of bathrooms, they don't have a designated towel space. They just say like put it on the floor or whatever. But then you got a bunch of towels on the floor. It doesn't look tidy.
It's real talk.
You're hanging them from the shower door. These are the tough issues we deal with.
the amount of Nike dry fit clothing I've washed in a bathtub and let dry hanging over. Mm-hmm. The one side.
Have you thought about traveling with one of those travel, like, board short, swim trunk spinners? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do know. I mean, I know them more as something that would be in like a Ritz-Carlton, gym after.
Of course. I'm talking about the one that free soloers and unhoused folks might be using.
I'm not aware of that, but I'm interested.
It's not. I don't think I think the mechanics of it are probably quite in line. Shares a lot of DNA with a common salad spinner. I believe that's sort of what you do. It's not a perfect.
It's
science.
the same shit. Yeah. It's the same shit. Yeah. Just spin something around. It's got some holes in it. So you get that moisture out.
Do it got holes in it? All right, I'll take it. Yeah, I've been dreaming about that. I've been dreaming about spinning, and I've been dreaming about those inflatable. It replaces the iron for your shirt. You put your shirt on top of the earbud, and it goes.
That shit's hard. Yeah, those are cool.
I want one of the because I get these nice vintage sweaters on eBay, and I make sure to get it in like extra large, tall. Max it out as get the Ford F450 whatever dually, biggest one you can get, and you never know if somebody has washed how they've cared for it. So I'm looking up things online. You like soak it in the tub with some conditioner for like 3 days, and you
Yeah, it's a lot.
lay it. It sounds like so much, and I want to just get that bitch wet. Put a little Bumble and Bumble on there, drop it on the Muji iron, hit a button, and then just boom, it's Shaq size again, ready for me.
Those things are really cool, and I'm sure they're cheap.
I'm sure you can grab like a Muji one for under $200.
It feels like a QVC product in many ways to me, but
yeah, but
that
what
doesn't mean it doesn't work.
as soon as Dyson comes out with one that's like $400 and you can travel with it.
Yeah, if it doesn't take up too much room, I think it's a reasonable purchase.
That's why it's going to be travel.
I went to the chiropractor at the airport in Minneapolis. My favorite thing. I re-upped.
Is that the same place that we went to?
Yeah,
where I captured footage. Do you get the same specialist?
It was a different specialist. I liked his bedside manner more, but he fucked me up. Like, so these shows are all in theaters, and so Peyton, Katie's tour manager, was like, I got you a ticket for a seat too, just in case you want to like sit with everybody else. And I was like, actually, yeah, that sounds great. Bro, look, once that thing was touching hour 15, Big Daddy was dozing off a little bit. I had to fucking, you know what I mean? It was, I think my brain fog had lifted, and it didn't bring me energy. It brought me sleepy.
Okay.
And so I had to really, I powered through. It was no big deal, but I really felt the effects, much like last time when I was brain dead.
Okay. So you were glad. I mean, I've been to a lot of shows where I was very grateful for a seat, a little cigar Ross at the bowl or something. You got your You got your trout row and your fucking whatever spread out over there. You want to?
I unfortunately didn't bring any of my cheeses this time, but it was I was thinking about.
You didn't have a chance to. I mean, you love that monger in St. Paul. Okay, so the Waxahachie
the monger.
Yeah, who does your monger program at the Four? So you didn't say it. I mean, the Four Seasons in Minneapolis, bro. That's our HQ. How could you not? Anyway,
it honestly felt wrong without you there. If I'm keeping it a buck, if I'm keeping,
and you won me back. Here we are.
If I'm keeping it a buck, it'd feel wrong.
I hate how you always know the exact thing to say at the worst moment. Fucking type shit ass motherfucker. Okay. So the With Child, Waxahachie, and MJ Lenderman show less of a stage divey, high energy, and it was a little more some tuned down Americana, maybe seated acoustic.
They're on stage together the whole time, and then Cole's playing keyboard, Colin's playing like pedal steel, dobro, guitar, banjo. They're all switching up.
Very similar to a Sleaford Mod stage
exactly
so far.
Exactly. But
who's the laptop guy?
There's no drummer. So it's like they just play constantly. They play like, they play a lot of songs because everybody's seated. So there's no time, everybody's sitting. They're sitting, we're sitting, everybody's happy. It's but it did. I
maybe next year we'll lay.
I got a little too comfortable. You know what I mean? I got a little too comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Did you bring your little halo to sit on?
No, I didn't.
Did you bring that? You leave that at home?
I thought you were talking about 2 Chainz' son, who he podcasts with for a second. I'm like, I don't know him like that, but I would love to hang with him. My favorite podcaster.
I know he's a Waxahachie fan, but I didn't even consider.
That's my new favorite. That's some of the best clips out. Is
2 Chainz has a podcast with his son, and his son's name is Halo, named after the Beyonce song or the video game.
I'm gonna say it could be really either
Answer
one.
The fucking
we got to track timeline. Otherwise, there's no way to be sure.
I only thought of that reference because I just recently saw a video. Because I was watching the Hulk Hogan documentary, and the algorithm was feeding me like funny videos involving wrestling or boxing or UFC, whatever. And somebody was like, the one time this guy, he wanted to have the Halo 3 soundtrack play as his walkout music, and he's like some tough boxer or whatever. And they thought it was Beyonce Halo, so he's coming down the fucking ring. He's all fucking greased up and shit, and it's just. And he's looking around, really cool. Like, what? He's like, no,
that's really cool.
Me.
That's really cool. But Halo, if you haven't seen the clips, his son is very funny. He's like 10, and he just kind of like makes fun of 2 Chainz, and 2 Chainz likes it, and it's really good. It's as far as like elder hip hop podcasting, it's my favorite. Like, I like Cam and Mace, but I don't know enough about sports to care about that really. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is more friendly for everyone.
It seems like it touches on like the good, clean fun of like doing a podcast with a 10-year-old, but with, touching on some adult themes.
It has, he's talking about strip clubs and stuff like that with the 10-year-old. You know what I mean?
So instead of saying how the fuck you know about Magic City on Mondays, he says, How in the heck do you know about Magic City and Montes?
Your mama wouldn't like that. Now, your mama wouldn't like that if she knew.
Now, where in the world did you learn about Dracos, young man?
I swear to God, I'm not going to let you go hoop this afternoon if you bring up Dracos one more time. Do you understand me?
That sounds
Great
fun.
podcast.
It sounds fun. So, what happens to a child when he gets a podcast that's bigger than ours at the age of 10? How does that change a 10-year-old's trajectory in 2026?
I wonder. I mean, I think it's tough when your dad's already famous. Like 2 Chainz is strangely not a household name. That's being a little generous, but 2 Chainz is like very well known as like almost as like a figure. You know, he like looks a certain. You know, I don't know. People know him.
He's we'll call him B+ list.
So I feel like that's your, especially if you live in Atlanta and that's your dad, you're already royalty. So it's like I think maybe he really just wants to be a hooper. Like most kids that age, they're like, my dad sucks, like whatever, we live in a nice house, but like, you know, I just want a ball. And I think that's what he's focused on mostly from what I can tell.
And 2 Chainz is like, you ungrateful little piece of shit. I'm going to give you all my Smoothie King franchises. And you're like, Dad, I think Smoothie King is lame. Why don't you own Chrome Hearts franchises?
Exactly. I think that is what is going on. I think that is probably, and Halo's also very good looking. So his life is looking up much better than ours.
Okay.
Much like their podcast numbers. All right.
Okay, clock it, Halo.
Halo. All right, we have a guest today. Jason Williamson is one half of Sleaford Mods, a band that you guys are probably familiar with. He's also an actor. He's been in a few movies. He was in Peaky Blinders, a show that I feel like a lot of people I know watch, especially if they had that haircut. You remember the haircut?
Yeah, 50% of the people I know love that show, and other 50% have never seen a single episode. It's very interesting.
I thought you were going to say 50. I thought you were going to say 50% of the people had that haircut. I was like, I'm going to say more.
Definitely
on my
more,
side.
definitely. On this side.
On this side, the side's high and tight. All right, let's give Jason a call and get into it if we can understand his accent. All right, well, a classic How Long Gone mid-pod cancellation. But that only means we can bring you more of what you want. Me and Jason talking about. It looks like, Jason, you got invited to a pool party in OC. Do you want to tell me? Because I've never been to a pool party in OC. So if you can tell me, because you sent me the flyer and it says a lot, obviously, and visually it's quite a lot. But if you could just read some of it out loud, I think that'd be a good exercise for us as a team.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, this is different. These could be this party could be a fake AI generated event. We don't know for sure, but the theme of this is Latinas versus Snowbunnies pool party, and I don't know exactly how they are competing. If they are just sort of in a whoever is the most baddest baddie, is that, I don't know if they're going to be doing pool related fights.
So you're saying so Latinas versus Snowbunnies pool party. Why do you think that would be? What about this makes you think it could be AI created? I guess is my question, because to me this looks like something you might have done in InDesign back in the day.
Okay, well, if you dig into the Instagram account, you'll see that some of the other events, okay, there's one of them. The next one is Homebodies versus Groupies. It's two women. All the homebodies wear white, and then all the groupies wear black. And then the homebodies, there's a little sort of a comic book text bubble, and the homebodies don't, to be clear, they are baddies, of course, but they're saying, I JS want to go home.
Yeah.
So I just want to go home.
Yeah.
And then the groupies are saying, we outside. So I don't know. It seems like the groupies are going to take this one.
Hold on. I'm saying you're right. The EBT accepted party is like.
Yeah, there isn't the EB 714 Funks, which I guess is short for functions.
Dude,
and then EBT accepted party.
It's so fucking
and there's
crazy. The white guy
special guest Quandale Dingle.
The white guy that says I'll do anything for $20. This is crazy. This is actually a really cool page. I guess this is.
Yeah, there's a Cinco de Mayo. There's a Diddy versus Charlie Kirk. No ice allowed Cinco de Mayo party. No ice is allowed at all.
Let's give props to this guy. This is OC_present on Instagram. They are verified, which I would love to talk to somebody on Instagram about how that went down. But this is something that it's cool to see where you come from. You know what I mean? Like, we see these movies about surfing and skating and the idyllic Orange County lifestyle and how beautiful it is and how everyone's got guns and stuff. But this, to me, feels like the most realistic representation of your hometown and where you're from.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm blown away personally.
We have some of the finest Latinas and Snowbunnies in the world, Chris.
Probably literally,
and we don't take that lightly.
That should be promoted more heavily, I would say, if anything else.
I know.
Yeah, this is great. This is good stuff. I was watching these. Man, yeah. There's a video going around of Ronnie from Jersey Shore looking like
Jersey Shore
absolute shit, nodding out on TV. It's tough to watch those. That's one of the worst aging groups of people to ever be on television. I think are those that particular squadron.
When I look at them, we're kind of like the same age as them, right?
I think more or less.
Like more or less?
I mean, maybe they're a couple years older is what I would guess.
Yeah, and they all have 8 kids each and live in like a really funny looking house, but they look physically different.
Physically different. I agree. Physically, it's a physical difference, and I don't know.
They've lived more life than we have.
Well, I think that being famous for being drunk really encourages you to be more drunk, which does take a toll on the body eventually. You know what I mean? It's going to catch up with you at some point.
As an indie sleaze DJ, I can relate to that, Chris.
Dude, I know you can, bro. I know. Look, you're the indie sleaze king.
It was encouraged.
No one's going to take that away from you. Free Svedka before 11. So that's something. I know you got that tatted on you somewhere. Did you see this Erika Kirk outfit where she looks like she's in the all black with the hat that says freedom on it?
Yeah, the Rhythm Nation trade.
We are a part of a rhythm nation.
What did her hat say? It looked like an Equinox hat, but it said like
it said
freedom, I think.
Black but black on black. Her whole look is giving like,
and that's like something George Michael would wear to like LA Fitness.
It's January 6th security guard is kind of the vibe, because it also you don't know what's under, when you're wearing the all black kind of like sweatsuit. With her, it's not Lululemon. It's not tight.
No,
it's like pretty.
It's not even Under Armour. It's something even more sinister.
But do you think, because I think maybe she could be packing under there, is what I'm thinking.
You mean like, do you think she has she's got something tucked into the
not a dick. I mean a gun.
No, I mean we're talking about the Drake. Okay.
I think she could have something around the waist, not like a traveler's wallet that an old person uses when they go to Italy. I'm talking about something that they'll talk.
You're not talking about the outlet Dior over the shoulder bag.
She got something that she's gonna let it talk if you mouth off to her. You know what I'm saying?
Not the Canal Street Miu Miu.
Okay. No, that's real.
Okay, so I did see that. What I want to know why she should have been wearing the Janet Jackson fit the day after her husband was murdered live on television. That feels like a fit that's giving in mourning.
Yeah.
And instead, when, a week after her husband was murdered, she's wearing, like Miss Thailand ball gowns.
Bro, she was kissing JD on camera, bro. She had no respect for a dead man. No respect.
So why did they switch that? Why was she wearing this right now of all times?
This is a classic pivot to tactile dressing. You know what I mean? Like this is like, oh, y'all thought you could make fun of me? Well, now I'm going to show you I'm about my business. And everybody in here could get it. Like I think she's trying to put off, because she can't wear fatigues, because that's like a little much. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's a little much. But when she hops out when she hops out of the Escalade with the all black on and the Freedom hat with a full beat, like, and you see a little bulge, you know what I'm saying? You see a little something peeking out of the waistband. Mm-hmm. You know that she means business. Anything else would feel performative. This feels actually like the way she should. I would rather see her wear this than a fucking Temu gown or full like basic training fatigues. This is the nice middle ground for her.
So we got Lil Mama looking like Nas in '98, looking like Soulja Slim.
It's very Soulja Slim. Actually.
Yeah, everyone was like, why the fuck this bitch dressed like Chuck D from Public Enemy? You know what I mean?
Hey, Chuck stood on business and she's standing on business too. I see the similarities.
It almost feels as if she's trying to play down her look. She's trying to cover her body like a burqa or something like that. You know what I mean? It only looks like a little sliver of her skin.
Well, she's so hot. She's so hot. She's so hot that it's like it's a big distraction actually. That like when she's talking about how our country is crumbling, because of the libs. When the titties are out and the makeup's done, how can you, Jason? I know you can't focus. I know the message is lost on you. So let's cover up. Let's be demure, and let's get that message across and be serious. It's time to be serious. It's time to. This country's in peril, and it's time to be serious. Is what I'm getting from this.
The blowjob got teeth all in it.
That's yeah. I do think so. We could ask JD. He's coming on. We'll get him on. We'll get him on soon.
Jay-Z can't get hard from a woman.
He's a chatty guy, though. He's a chatty guy.
Do you want to talk about clipping?
I mean,
the clip world.
Sure, yeah. I would like to do more. Look, I'm saying, bro, all that I read. Shad wrote an article for The Guardian where he did a bunch of research and kind of really did the work for the clipping stuff.
Okay.
Specifically as it relates to music. More as it relates to music. And,
more geese than clavicular.
Yeah, but it's like there's a lot. It's OK Lou. It's like a lot of, it's McGee. It's like it's all this stuff. And OK Lou's a good example to me because I actually don't know what that sounds like, and I feel like no one does. Whereas like McGee,
but I know what you mean. I mean, it's much smaller than geese, but I like OK Lou.
You would.
I would.
You would.
The performative player in me be listening.
Sure. No shame in that.
You got to appeal to the elfin host.
I don't know.
Don't sleep on him. It's a big delegate for me.
Who's the number one elfin hoe, Grimes?
I mean, I guess Bjork is sort of mother of elfin hoes.
Sure.
Grimes
is
up there.
I mean modern day. Bjork's the blueprint. Bjork's the Jay-Z. Bjork's the Africa Bambaataa.
Talking about...
Oh God!
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, like Twigs has a pretty big stronghold on the faerie hose. Faerie spelled AIE, of course.
Of course, yeah. Of course. I mean, I feel like it has to be music that is sort of electronic in nature. Because, I think that like someone like Fiona Apple could maybe fall into this category, but because...
Yeah, Tori Amos, more of a unplugged fairy.
Yeah, I think when it goes unplugged, it becomes something else. I think when you're banging at the piano, it's different than when you're banging on the synth a little bit. You know what I mean? Just vibe-wise, I'm saying. But that's okay.
Yeah, when you're banging on the like teenage engineering theremin that you built out of Legos.
Oh, this is a custom piece, actually.
No, we could distill it down to like fairy musicians who use traditional music versus non-binary instruments.
Yeah. I think there are non-binary instruments. I think the piano is feminine, the guitar is masculine, and everything in between is up for grabs.
And a lot of people think the harp is bi, but it is not.
Oh no, the harp is gay. Actually, the harp is somehow gay.
And if it's a gay, then lock me up. Wait, I mean harps. Yes.
Put me in jail. I listen to Joanna Newsom 24 hours a day. So I think clipping is another instance of a kind of a who cares. Like, I don't think that is like, I guess I don't understand why we get so upset that people are good at playing the game that we've all agreed to participate in. That's what I'm always shocked, like the outrage by this of like, what do you expect? I guess like what are you supposed to do when there's this much noise and there's this short of an attention span?
I agree with all of that. I think what people are trying to figure out now is the clip turning into the content versus the clip being the thing advertising or getting you to go watch, the TV show or the movie or the podcast or like.
I think it's been that way.
Well, it has, but many people are saying that it is fully that way. But then the issue is like, if we make our money off of our podcast, but everyone just watches the clips only, then how is anybody making any money if the clips aren't translating into podcast views and you don't have ads on your clips? Then you're just spending a lot of money every month and getting a lot of views every month, but how is that translating into?
I mean, that's fair. I don't know. I just feel like this is one of those things. I mean, I think obviously with music it's different because it's like you're more drawn to listen. I don't know, if you see something cool, you're gonna go listen to it because there's no other way to hear a full song. You know what I mean? There's no like no 30-second clip of a song is all you want. If you like it, you want to hear the whole song. Whereas with podcasting or whatever video content, let's say, like the 30-second joke you get on Reels might be all you want. that might not, like you're saying, that might not push you to go do the whole thing. Whereas music is different.
Yeah, I think I'm talking about everything but music.
Yeah.
I
mean, I agree. I mean, I don't know what. Look, movie trailers existed forever. I've never wanted to see a movie after seeing the trailer. Trailer did everything I needed.
Really?
Dude, I don't like a trailer.
Okay, so you're not new to this. You're true to this. Your body is conditioned for the clip economy.
Well, I'm saying to you, a trailer is always, it always is a little bit of a lie, and often only the best stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's like what it is. And it's like, obviously the idea is to get you to spend $30, to go sit in a cold room and watch it with people you don't know. And that has worked until whatever, 5-10 years ago. I think maybe the clips get you so familiar with someone and you like what they have to say that eventually you're going to listen to something ambiently because you're doing that anyway. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you see enough Call Her Daddy and you like it, you think it's whatever, it appeals to you, the next time you're looking to put on something for 3 hours while you clean your house, you'll reach for your Call Her Daddy. That makes sense to me.
You'll reach for your daddy. You'll get a handful of those conversions. Well, I mean, it's interesting to see if like the financial model will be reversed, and then the hour-long podcast or the hour-long comedy special or whatever it is that you're getting the clips from, if that's just like a vanity project, and then we just figure out how to put ads onto clips.
I mean, I think a lot of people, though, there are ads on clips, like not like full on ad reads, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, when you see a Theo Von clip, there's a Celsius can in the clip. You know what I mean? Or if you see, it's like those guys the real heads have set up their studio and their whole game to have ads in it everywhere you look. Like you can't watch a clip, a second of the YouTube, a second of the TikTok without seeing an ad of some kind. I mean, not overt, like you said, it's not like an ad read for BetterHelp, but it's like it's there. I just don't care. Like I don't know. Like I'm happy that people are able to make money doing what they like, and if that mean if McGee's label spent $50,000 to promote his music in ways that you think are nefarious, then like, okay, good, don't listen to it. Like the clipification of it doesn't make something better or worse. Is my point. Like if the music is good, if the podcast is good, if the movie is good, then people will be drawn to see it. If it's not good, I think there's only so far a clip is going to take you.
Yeah.
Like like you're saying, not even just monetarily, but I even mean like culturally. I just don't know. I just think once every like advertisement was made to look like a podcast, like I feel like that's already chilled out. Like there was like, I would say like a year ago, 6 months ago, that's what everybody was doing. And now you don't see that anymore in the same way. I don't think.
It burned out a little too hot. What do you, I was listening, it was a podcast with a guy who he's like Scott Galloway's co-host on his other podcast. And he was talking about, for people who are like resistant or just like, I don't do that stuff. Like I just do my podcast, I do my show, I do my comedy, and I don't want to play the clip game. He's saying, or he's bullish on the fact that is going to be the only game. And if everything is clips, then it's just going to be Nick Fuentes and Clavicular and Drewski and what, like, if you don't get in there and put your hand in and get dirty with everyone else, you're just going to be left behind, period.
Yeah, but this is what people say about everything. This is what they said about crypto. This is what they said about NFTs. This is what they say about, this is what, there's always people that are telling you if you don't do something, you're going to die and rot while everyone passes you by and gets filthy rich and moves to Miami and has a girlfriend with fake tits. Like that is literally what this is. And it's just sort of like, dude, I don't think it's really that serious. I mean, like, sure, but like, do you remember there was the pivot to video thing in whatever, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when every major media company pivoted to video and it didn't really work.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I think you have to do whatever feels right for you. And like, that's going to work for, I don't know. I just think that like this whole mentality of like, I have to put all my chips in every time there's a new thing or I'm going to be left behind doesn't feel super healthy or normal or even possible to keep up with.
It's alarmist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to be alarmed, but also everyone has that fear in the back of their mind because for every 100 of those Ethereum bubbles, there's like, I'm not going to get a car. I'm pretty sure that horse and carriage is going to be the one, or like old technologies that have been, decimated by it's some things inevitably die and are replaced by something else. And it might be interesting if clips are the only content that could turn an actual long form podcast or a comedy special or whatever into something that has more value than it does now. Like if we're all just giving away these pods for free, suddenly that could be like a interesting coveted thing, and people would buy longer form content, like they're buying, CDs at Best Buy for $20. That's a pipe dream, but it'd be interesting.
Yeah, but it is kind of what happens. It is kind of what happens to everything. But I don't know if I don't. I just think that the like being upset about this. It's like we got Hassan Piker reading a Lennon book, wearing a fucking Cartier bracelet, and we're worried about worried about fucking clipping. You know what I mean? It's just sort of like what I just don't like. Also, I don't know if I see a clip I like. I just like the clip. I don't know. Do you think it's that serious? I guess from a business standpoint, sure, but as a purely like entertainment like consumer standpoint, like what's the downside? Do you know what I mean? Like there's no downside for the consumer or the viewer or whatever.
Well, I mean, I guess there's no downside in terms of like, it is an amazing quick hit of dopamine that never stops, and it's hard to want to replace it. So, it has a lot of similarities to like a Diet Coke or something like that, where, for now it sounds like a miracle drug and we don't need anything else. But,
sure.
In
10
years from now, we don't know what that will do to the world and just human beings in general. If our attention span really is that destroyed, we will reach, brain in a jar in a wheelchair, idiocracy lifestyle kind of.
I'm
Black Mirror shit.
I'm sprinting there already, so try to stop me. I mean, no, I thought about this actually because yesterday when my flight to Minneapolis was delayed for 3 hours, it was like I'd like gotten there early so I could write my GQ column and get that done before I got on the plane, and like I had answered my email, and I was like, all right, I've kind of done the immediate things I need to do, and now I'm going to sit here and there's plenty of stuff I should be doing. But
this diva's gonna clip.
But I know the reels are there. I know the clips are. I know it's time to see fucking Coco Schiffer advertising for the new Goop Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that I need this, and I'm just like, but in those situations, it's like it really is kind of wild how like you can't. It's literally a bag of chips. Like you cannot have just one.
Yeah,
there's no one on earth.
Yeah, I guess for your personality, for those of us, and we all, if you don't know somebody in your life who can't just have one, then you are that person. How does that feel for you? Does it trigger any like, potato chip memories or whatever? Because like I'm able to sort of put it down, but I obviously get lost in the sauce sometimes. I get a good bag of chips is a good bag of chips, and a movie theater popcorn I ain't stopping, but I can pull back. But for you, where you open that bag of Pirate's Booty.
Oh, dude, not the Pirate's Booty. Don't bring up Pirate's Booty.
When you open up the booty, that's filet mignon.
I do be eating the booty in that sense. It's real. It's real. It's really real.
Okay, Ian, we got clean audio on that one. Got it. Okay, I think that's a wrap for you, Chris. We got everything.
Pirate's Booty took the cheeks.
Yeah. So do you feel yourself, going back to Fat Boy Chris with the soft batch cookies? Put a whole sleeve down?
I mean,
it's different.
It's different, but it's not different. You know what I'm saying? I think it is affecting the same sort of brain activity. You know what I mean? It's giving yourself what you want when you know you've had enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, if you order a large pizza and I'm only going to eat half of it and it's sitting there, you're going to have another slice.
Sure.
Like it's just what it is. It's the same thing. If like
you bought the ticket, we're taking the ride.
If these delicious reels are just sitting there, I'm putting some fucking salt and pepper and a little ketchup on them. I'm chowing down. I can't be,
However much pow pow goes in the spoon is however much pow pow's going down.
Exactly. Give me my chili oil. I'm about to drizzle this shit and get to chomping. You
can't put the fentanyl back in the tube.
Just ask Ronnie. You really can't. You really cannot.
But I want to know when this ends. Like, I was looking on Instagram, and there was a brand had a commercial or a teaser or a trailer or a clip for an upcoming deodorant commercial.
Okay, so you're saying a brand.
So, like, if that's happening, like, not what next?
I mean, these are honestly.
Are people going to be like, this 90-second reel is too long? Just show me the clip of it,
dude. This is what I've been complaining about for years. With like, we have to announce the tickets are going on sale a week before the tickets go on sale. I mean, I have these discussions with my partners at Hanover too. It's like, well, we got to tease. I'm like, we don't have to tease anything. We post it when there's a link to buy it. That's like what, like, I don't need to tease a zip up sweatshirt. Like, it's much easier if we just post it with the link when it's ready. Yeah. I just don't know if
cool people don't tease, and then like data driven people got to tease.
But I think the teasing thing, there's clearly data to back up that works in some regard, or it wouldn't have taken over the way that we operate.
There's data to do a lot of nerdy things that is beneficial, but
I'm just sort of like, well, what if we provide a link to click and buy it? Isn't that when we should be talking about it? And it's like, of course, how can you argue with me? Like that, of course that's right. But like both things are probably right depending on how you split the data. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A brand teasing their own commercial feels like somebody just wants to slot in some content because there was nothing there that day, which is like fine. You know what I mean? It's fine, but I don't think that's actually, I guess what I'm saying is if you look at it as another thing to post, that's fine. But if you think it's going to convert, that is the question. That's the question I have.
Yeah. We got the teaser of the clip of the music video dropping next year, like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people are mad at Olivia Rodrigo because she announced a tour that's not until next year today or yesterday. And it's like the album's not out. The tour is a year from now. Like literally, like I don't know. I just don't know if people really. I guess that's just the way things are set up now, and people are used to doing it that way. Like as far as like planning ahead and buying the tickets, doing the whole thing. I guess people are just fine with it.
Yeah, it's very kind of Disney adult. I guess people who are Olivia Rodrigo fans, obviously she's cool and cool people like her music, but I think the core fan base of 13-year-olds or whatever. Or the Disney adults that have 13-year-old sensibilities, they really want to have that thing on their calendar that they have something to look forward to and live for.
My question is,
it's for people who don't have a whole lot going on in their life. I
mean, I guess what I'm saying is, from what I understand, the people of that age, like their tastes change so fast. I feel like literally you could be like, I'm off this. Mm-hmm. Like your parents spend $300 to get you 2 tickets or 4 tickets, so $600, whatever, to take you and your friend to the show.
Mom, we hate Somber now. Get out of my room.
And then by the time Somber comes to town, they're like, Mom, have you heard This Is Lorelei? Somber sucks. You know what I mean? And it's like, whatever.
You listen to Help, Mom, you fucking retard. Get out.
Well, that's literally what it's like. Olivia Rodrigo, Mom, Pavement's super cool. So I don't know how, I really don't know. But I mean, I think all that stuff's just set up that way, and that's how it's going to work. But I think you're right. I mean, I like to have stuff on the calendar too, though. I'm not like,
good.
I like to have something to look forward to as well. Whatever that may be. But not a year in advance.
Yeah.
Not a year. That like a year is like literally a wedding. I don't know what else you need to plan a year in advance.
I mean, save the dates for weddings are 6 months. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like a really big one and a destination one, then a year. But otherwise, I mean, getting a year in advance for the save the date, so much of your own life can change,
Dude, real talk, bro. I mean,
what if the venue stops doing like Spanish style tapas and switches to something else and like,
Wait, hold on. You're saying there's no ceviche available at all?
Yeah, what if
that changes
what
everything?
If somebody fucking one-shots their ceviche program and then like the printer is like probably already halfway done? I actually, speaking of food, I was getting a haircut yesterday. Shout out to
hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Shout out to the familia.
Get your little shit hooked up, bro.
I'm looking good. My hair is growing so fast lately. I want to check my Venmo history to see if like 1 year ago today, if I was getting haircuts less frequently, because I feel like I'm getting every like 3 weeks now.
I'm surprised those guys take Venmo. That's cool.
They got the QR.
My barber, cash only, baby. East Village barber, they say 9th Street barbers say we cash only.
I mean, they would prefer cash, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
I ain't always got it on me, but I went and got a coffee after at this place called Loop, and it's like a fancy kind of highfalutin like barista.
Oh, you don't say. It's called Loop, and it's baristas.
There's dark woods, and
they're wearing selvage aprons that are fully custom.
Sure, you're expecting some high level stuff, and I got a cortado, and I don't remember I tipped him $1. It was probably like $6 or $7 or something like that, and I saw her making the shot, pulling the shot, and then she was like, "Is whole milk okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, whole milk's good." pulls out the Kirkland Costco gallon milk.
Oh, hell no.
And I was like, wow, I thought you guys would be using better milk for how much you charge for your cortado.
Is this one of those low key, like, actually the Kirkland brand is fire?
That's what I wanted. That's what I was sort of fishing for. And when I said, I'm surprised you guys are using fucking Costco milk for the $7 coffee or whatever. And she was like, oh, I thought we really have competitive prices compared to other places. And I was like, yeah, but those places are using like good milk, not like Costco milk. And she was just like, I don't know.
I mean,
and then that was it. But I was hoping that she was going to say like low key, like the Costco vodka, like rates higher than Belvedere.
I was hoping for even more than that. I was hoping for like, oh, we get this from our own farm. Like the way that
like we just use the leftover jugs, but this is like raw milk that we got from Encinitas.
Yeah, that like like we get this. That feels kind of crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. This is from Zach Galifianakis.
Did you watch any of that? I haven't watched it yet. I'm not going to.
No, going back to the theme of our conversation, Carolyn and I watched the trailer or the clip of it. And we were like, this trailer and this clip, whatever, 90 seconds of Zach Galifianakis being himself in a garden with kids and adults and whatever. It was very good. I'm sure. He's still so funny. He's a cute guy. He's just, a random silly guy. Just, a comedic great. And then when it's time to click play on the show, we were both like, I'm good.
Yeah,
that was exactly
I don't need
like
to watch
all the good moments happened on this trailer.
Yeah,
and you can just smell a trailer. You can smell it on a trailer when this is the best we got. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get a lot of clips for Between Two Ferns still, and it's pretty amazing how well it holds up.
Yeah, it's gold, brother.
How well it holds up. But yeah, that's a good. What happens on the show? He's just gardening with children.
I think he just says like, I don't know anything about gardening. I'm like so stupid, but like I developed this like hydroponic system for the blah, I think it's just like watch me sort of fumble through, the world of gardening. I learned a few things and I'll pass them on to you. And, I think he really believes in, spreading awareness about deforestation and blah, blah, blah. Apparently the world has 64 more cycles of like plant life before the bitch is tapped out.
Sounds like, oh, that's fine. I'll be dead before then anyway, so it doesn't really stress me out, That doesn't really bother me too much. That doesn't really bother me too much.
I don't know how long each cycle is.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. If the cycles are a week, then I could be here, and my vegetables could be tainted. So I do think that does. I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. I should have gotten all the data before speaking out.
Because there's so many cycles out right now.
Yeah, there's so many cycles. I can't even keep up. When do you leave? Tomorrow?
Yeah, I leave tomorrow off to Gay Paris and then London. We're taking the train from Paris to London. First time.
Yeah, bro, you gotta take the Eurostar. It's the best, man.
That's what everyone says. It's
great logo.
It's the best.
Great logo.
Okay.
On the coffee cup. Just something to think about.
Okay.
Nothing. I know you're a design. I know that you're design forward. So
I'd be psycho if that coffee cup hit my stories later in a week's time.
Don't tease me like that. Okay, don't tease me with a little story.
And then off to New York, DJing a wedding on next Saturday.
Oh yeah, I know. I'll be here.
Are you going to be at the wedding?
No, I'm not going to be at the wedding.
Okay. But you're going to be in New York.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm here. I'm
what are we going to do?
Fuck in. I don't know. I think we're going to try to go to Borgo. I think, but Alex is leaving. I'm trying to figure it out.
But that's on a Monday, right?
I guess there's some sort of discussion that's going on behind our backs. Not nefarious. Just like there's a discussion going on that I don't think we're involved in until it's time for me to email somebody to get a table somewhere.
We're okay with that, right?
Totally preferred. Actually, I'm good with whatever. As I famously say all the time, as an easygoing guy. You know me. I'm just
yeah.
I'm cool.
Super chill.
I'm chilling.
Easygoing until anything happens.
Hold on, something happened and Chris just lost it. No, I've gotten calmer. I've gotten calmer in my old age. Don't put that on my jacket.
You have. Well, I mean, I think as far as I know,
I don't get into. I don't
know what you're hiding.
I don't get into as many public altercations as I used to. I really don't.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't. And even when like something goes, I don't know, like today the flight attendant like kind of gave me attitude for the way I was sitting. And I didn't like the cut of her jib anyway because she was fucking talking too much. it was like one of those flights. It was like a flight back from Minneapolis, and there's like a group of women who are going on a trip to New York. They're all wearing "I Love New York" shirts. They're probably in their 60s, and everybody's just talking. And they're talking to this fucking fried flight attendant. I got to put on my noise canceling. I got to put on the fucking white noise so I can read my book. And then she like scolds me for having my foot peeking out into the aisle a little bit. 8 years ago, I would have literally gone off. And this, you know what? I just looked at her, didn't take my headphones off, didn't acknowledge her at all, and looked back down at my book, and she went away. And that's how it should. That's how it's got to be handled. Because I can't cause a scene. It's bad, and I'm glad that I think the Wilco Festival thing, I was embarrassed by that. I shouldn't have reacted that way, even though I was sort of my hand was forced. I still feel some shame.
It's nice to know that because you don't want to be fully docile. You still need to have that fight in you.
In that situation, it was also like a big guy feeling threatening. This was a flight attendant who's just trying to do her job, but I found it annoying.
Big guy.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like she actually did something wrong. It was just sort of like, why? I know that you're going to be walking down the aisle. Like I'm very clear on how the plane works.
All you gotta you just shoot her a look that says "really, bitch," and then right back to your little Lena Dunham book, and off
I'm
we
reading.
go.
Yes, I'm reading a Jeanette McCurdy book, and she's like, "Oh, this gay guy gave me attitude on the plane today, sweetheart. Can you believe that?"
Would have thought you would have been an ally with that literature.
Yeah, with that literature. Why don't you take the dust jacket off that next time, big bro? If you want to give me attitude, let's keep them guessing a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just finished the Dunham book yesterday.
Dude, she didn't because she hired this girl Dolly Meckler to do like the rollout, I guess, and it was
Shout out Dolly.
It was all very Substack forward, and Lena said to someone, and she didn't reveal her source, but that basically a Substack subscriber or reader is like X amount more valuable than a Twitter, Instagram follower as far as like actually purchasing books goes, which makes a lot of sense. But I mean, she came in number one, dude. Number one, like 60,000 books in a week or something, I think, which is pretty unbelievable.
Go girl.
Because like I was saying to you guys earlier, it's like she's really famous to like our generation, but I bet my mom doesn't know who she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like 50-50 our parents are familiar.
Yeah, like I feel like for us, she feels like somebody who's been a part of our lives since we can remember almost. Because like girls,
she's like our Ivy Woke, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, less clips. All right, How Long Gone? Thank you guys for listening. Less clips. How Long Gone? Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week. We're doing a little a classic How Long Gone Met Gala wrap up with our friend Lynette next week, and then we'll be doing a little one-on-one while Jason's in Europe, which is once again we prefer to feed the beast when we can. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you shortly.
Au revoir.